Finishing at the rim is a key aspect for basketball. It's something that every player must be able to do. But when it comes to being a smaller guard, finishing at the rim can become difficult. So smaller guards need to find ways to get any advantage possible to finish at the rim. And by using a few different techniques, they can master finishing at the rim. To start off, one of the main aspects every undersized guard needs is touch. Touch is the ability to gently shoot the ball around the rim so it properly bounces off the rim or backboard into the hoop. A lot of players can have their momentum impact their shot, which can lead to a miss, but touch allows players to slow down and gently shoot the ball into the hoop. This is often used on floaters because it takes the guard coming to a stop and then shooting the ball with a good amount of arc near the hoop. Finding the proper amount of arc and small amount of power can be difficult to master, but once done is extremely effective. And touch is also used on other shots around the rim. A lot of guards will spin the ball off the backboard so that they can finish at different angles. Kyrie Irving is one of the best in the game at this. Although he may not be considered undersized, he is still only a 6'2" guard, which still requires skill to finish at the rim. He is great at finishing at different angles around the rim and will use spin on the ball to gently place it off the backboard to get it to spin into the hoop. Trae Young is another great example of using touch around the rim. He will use touch on scoop layups to place the ball lightly off the backboard and into the hoop. And this goes into off-timing layups. When a smaller guard goes directly up for a layup, it can be easy for a big man to block. So guards need to learn to be unpredictable at the rim. There's a multitude of ways they can do this. One of the ways is by finishing off the wrong foot. Shooting off the wrong foot can allow the player to get the shot off quickly and cause the shot blocker to mistime the block. Like on this play, as Trae Young drives, he jumps off that outer foot, and he does this near the mid-paint area. He does it at a time where the defenders near the paint aren't ready to block the shot, and it leads to him being the first in the air and release the ball without it being contested. And this can be done on floaters too, where the player jumps off that first foot right when he picks up the ball to quickly float the ball over the defense. This is another reason the floater is so effective, because it's a quick touch shot where the guard can be a few feet away from the rim but still get the shot off. Another aspect of throwing off the defender's timing is showing the ball. A lot of times shot blockers start to jump the second they see the ball picked up and make a motion towards the hoop. Showing the ball can be done on the ground or in the air. The simple aspect of just showing the ball in your hands on the way up can fake out defenders and allow guards to finish around them. Watch here, we can see that as Kyrie dribbles towards the hoop, he picks up the ball and shows it while taking his steps towards the hoop. It gets the defender to jump early so Kyrie can then adjust his shot around the defender. But then on this play, when Kyrie jumps, he moves the ball upward as if he were going up for a layup. Now when the defender goes for the block, Kyrie can adjust his shot in the air to finish around the defense. And sometimes making a complete ball fake is the best option. Shot fakes around the rim can get the defender to completely jump before the ball handler has even left the ground. And this usually opens up a wide open shot. Like on this play, when Trae Young drives, he makes a hard fake like he is going up for a quick shot. This gets the shot blocker in the air, and now Trae Young has an easy shot at the rim. One of the more difficult aspects to master is the manipulation of the ball. It will require the player to be able to adjust the basketball according to what the defense does. This can mean switching hands on the finish, or it can mean repositioning the ball to finish outside or around the defense. This requires a lot of skill, so the best guards have to learn to finish at different angles. Sometimes this can mean using the inside hand around the rim, while other times it leads to extending the ball completely outside the body to finish over the defense. And when attacking the rim, smaller guards must learn to use their body. Using your body as an undersized guard is actually extremely effective to getting a shot off at the rim. It can be used in any of the scenarios previously mentioned before. Just like on this play, before Trae Young goes up for the quick extended layup off his outside foot, he uses his body to seal the defender on his back. Now the defender is not in a position to block the shot, and it instead leads to a foul. One of the best ways to use the body is to use it to take the shot blocker out of the play. On this play, as Chris Paul drives, he jumps up and into Giannis before Giannis can leave the ground. This prevents Giannis from being able to get as high in the air when he jumps, so now he is out of position to block the shot. Initiating the contact on the drive allows the ball handler to get position on the defense, so now the defense is out of position to block the shot. Isaiah Thomas was also great at initiating contact. Like we see here, when the defender jumps to block the shot, he actually jumps into them in the air and then extends his arm out outside to finish at the rim. And just a quick bump into a floater will create plenty of space to shoot around the rim. Driving to the hoop, initiating contact, and then quickly stopping to rise up for a floater makes it easy for guards to get floaters around the rim. Like on this play where Chris Paul attacks the rim and bumps into the defender in front of him. He can then get just enough space to quickly rise up and shoot the floater in the paint. Lastly, one of the best tools to use is actually the rim to protect your shot. Kyrie Irving is another great example of this, where he will finish on the opposite side of the rim, as now the defender cannot block from behind without hitting the rim. This is actually a very effective tool that protects layups from being blocked. Isaiah Thomas was also great at using this to finish around the rim. He would do this where he jumps on one side of the rim and then swings his arms to finish on the other side. Finishing at the rim is an essential part to basketball. These are supposed to be the easiest shots in the game as they are very close to the hoop. And it's this ability to finish around the rim which makes some of the smaller guards so special. Not everyone has the height or the jumping ability to finish above the rim, so these guards must learn to master their skill to finish at the hoop. But finishing at the rim isn't the only aspect of basketball undersized guards must be able to master. In fact, there is one aspect that every undersized guard must master to dominate the game. So if you would like to find out what that is, click on this video right here.